So what happens if you're like 5,000 turns into the pickup and it snaps? Do you have to start over? You can actually solder together the two lead wires that broke, and I'm going to show you how to do that. This isn't something that's super easy to show on camera, but I'm going to do my best here. So I got a couple pieces of wire taped down to a piece of flat work, and what I'm going to do is take a 320 grit sandpaper that I got here, and I'm going to just lightly pinch the wire in between that 320 grit sandpaper, and I'm just going to pull it a few times. And you can see that there's some debris on the wire, and that's what we want. We want to start removing that coating that's on the wire so we have bare copper to work with. So we're just going to do that a few times, and we're going to do it for each wire. You're going to want to turn your soldering iron down to about 250 to 270 if you can adjust it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just tin the wire or tin the tip of your soldering iron just a little bit right next to the wire. And we're just going to drag that solder over the wire. It might clump up like that, but that's fine. That just means it's sticking nice. So you can see a little bit that it's starting to silver a little bit on the wire, and that's what we want. We want a nice tinned wire where that whole bit that we just sanded off is nice and tinned up. We're just going to slowly keep doing this. Oh, it's a good sign. That means that it's adhering well. You don't want to keep the heat on there too long, because what will end up happening is the wire will break. It's very easy to break the wire with excess heat. Okay, perfect. So you see how nice and tinned up that is? That's exactly what we want. Okay, so now the next piece is tough. We have two wires that are tinned, and we got to get them close enough where we can actually join them. So there's a couple ways to do this. You can either kind of try to wrap them around each other or just get them really close together. Got the tips. Okay, so we got the tips really, really close together, and they're basically just laying one on top of the other. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same tinning technique, but we're going to do it with both of the wires attached to each other. And what's going to hopefully happen if we did this right is that the wires will kind of end up zippering together as we do this. And there you go. You can see that it's joined. A little ugly, but it will hold and it will be fine. You just need to make sure that when you start winding it again, you go very slow, because this is very weak from the heat on the soldering iron. So as you can see, it will hold. It'll hold some tension, but it will snap at some point. So put, a couple 10 turns or so on it before you start winding everything up again. And if you want, you can clip those little flyers also.